trying to think of if I have any ways of stopping your combo. I don't really have a side deck built yet, so that doesn't help.
That is good news. Can definitely work on that after the event.
Yes.
I likely have some reasonable candidates for your 15. So, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's almost 50,000 cards, so probably some of them.
Sure, you can find 15 in there.
So some of them will make the cut, I'm sure.
I mean, I still need. There's still stuff I need for the main deck anyway, like Arcbound Ravagers and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do have all that. I definitely have those when you're ready.
Yeah, I just don't have the funds ready.
Yeah. No, they're not. They are not inconsequential. It is a very big card in Modern as well. So it's a lot of ways it can be built.
I roll.
Yeah. Ooh. 7.
I will be on the play. Yeah, I guess this is fun.
Try it.
You know what? That is an option. Is.
Pass.
Draw. I don't know the reference with this shirt. What is that?
Oh, it's old '90s. It's kind of like the Goonies, but for original like movie monsters.
Huh. What's the name of it?
What's the name of it? Now I'm drawing a blank.
Fair enough. I can look it up.
I'll look it up after.
Thunder.
Yes.
Monster Squad.
I was gonna say that, but I'd never seen it. I didn't know if it would be silly. 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, go ahead.
I mean, it's a very silly movie.
Sure. Got 2 goblin knights, can't do 3. Not good enough.
Beats.
Not yet.
Alright. Draw.
I don't know. No, I mean I can.
2, 4, 6, 7. You go.
It's very.
Master Theory.
Sort of Ethereum is fine.
He's at 2/2 right now.
Okay.
One land, one's another
Yep.
land.
Okay.
Definitely a match.
Pass.
Alright, that's fine. And step.
You have
Batch. Cut.
Especially after not getting.
well.
And Limdle's
Sure.
It's in there?
4, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Turn 4, I guess. Last 2. Whoa.
5. Nope. 1,
Yeah, but turn it.
2, 3,
It could be.
5. 2, 3, 5.
Uh-oh. You got it.
Thank you.
There's always game 2.
I'd love to see
Yeah. Alright, so these all get shuffled and those go on top.
Yeah.
Untap.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Choose
Fetch.
No,
Nomadic Core.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the other piece of the combo.
go for it.
Cephalid Illusionist.
Still fine.
Alright, away we go. Target 3. Or target mill 3. 1, 2. Narco. Target again.
Mm-hmm.
Target again.
Go ahead.
Again. Again. Narco. Again.
Let's see. Donkey.
One relevant card.
Also don't have that
Yeah.
non-creature
That's
persist.
interesting. Or
And alright, so stopping there. Cabal Therapy. Sacrificing Narcomoeba.
you do.
Targeting you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll name Barry McCarb.
Do I show you? I fetch.
Yeah, you reveal your hand and then discard all copies of the card. So, ooh, I don't know what this guy does. Draw 2 for 0. Well done. That guy is rather legit. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will
That's kind of cool.
mill one more time. Cabal Therapy, sacrificing Narcomoeba. Sacrificing Narcomoeba, targeting me. I'll name Dread Return. Was there. And then sack these 3 guys to Dread Return, target Angel of Glory's Rise.
Yep.
Angel of Glory's Rise triggers destroy all zombies and return all humans. And that's going to be Laboratory Maniac.
Oh, you changed how.
Yeah, this is a new kill.
Huh. Neat. I was expecting.
Murderous Red Cat.
Yep.
No, this is the new one. So all the humans come back. Grand Abolisher makes it so you can't play anything on my turn, and I've got no cards in my library, and I will tap to draw a card, and then
Cool.
triggers the win.
You.
Yeah, I think this is a better
What
kill.
is the name?
You can go through the whole thing. It's all public.
Yeah, this is the thing I didn't.
Yeah, you could revoker that. If
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
why I was like, that.
You have to revoker
That or the equipment.
this or the equipment.
Yeah.
This guy, the only activated ability he has is something I
But
don't even
you
use.
care about the trigger.
Yeah, it's a trigger.
What's the name of the equipment?
Shuko.
Shuko. Okay.
That's slacking.
Unless you were talking about Batterskull, it's Shuko.
No, Shuko. I know. Batterskull. Yeah, I should have mulliganed that hand. I was just happy to actually have land that time.
How did you get lane screwed last round?
Yeah, I only ever really drew the 3 factors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be on the play.
Sure, that's correct. Just gonna pile real quick and make sure it's 60 cards.
You good? I'm sure we have plenty of time.
We will. Though I'm surprised last round went to time. That one game 2 was insane.
Yeah. It's a good one for the channel though.
Yep. I think a lot of Magic players are like always looking for a reason to scoop. Like they start like thinking about, oh, should I scoop here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Like actually having it in their head that like, you know, you should scoop when you have no chance of winning in your head. And it's like, what if you're wrong? Just why not just play a game of Magic and find out? Like what's the worst that's gonna happen?
I agree.
You might have some fun. Like just, I think people just like eventually start to really dislike losing or something. I don't know. I don't understand
instinctually
it.
people don't like losing. No one ever takes it as like a chance to learn something.
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe I don't understand people on that level. I will say that's what I don't get about the board game crowd in general, is I feel like they're not actually competitive. 2, 4, 6. 7.
Yeah, I'd say there are competitive people in the board game.
Yeah,
group,
but they dominate. Like when you get like one sharky guy, like one Spike show up at a board game thing, and like everyone else is just like, I like board games because, you know, they're in right now and they're fun. And like it's not like a video game. It's like I get to sit down and socialize, and you know, it's fun to get that going.
I am keeping.
This looks like a hand from Cephalid Breakfast. Like these cards don't even look like they're from the same card game. So it's like Aether Vial, Batter Skull, Dread Return, just like a bunch of cards that don't do anything together.
But as far as like competitive board games, most of the companies don't provide like a competitive scene. Like Fantasy Flight does a little bit with their card games, but even then it's a lot more like tame.
Well, there are like board gaming conventions that I've gone to, like BGG down in Texas, and like most of the people there are what I would consider to be very casual, non-competitive players. Like they're serious in that they go all the way to Texas to play, but like the tactics they employ are about having fun, not winning the game. Like their thought process is like, oh, this will be a fun thing to do, instead of just like, I can do this and then you can't do anything for the rest of the game, and we're just gonna, like, it's not gonna be any fun, but like I'm gonna win. And, like I do that line every time, whole time. Like,
I know you do.
yeah, you know. You certainly know. Oof, well that.
No, it really depends on the game too. Like I know there are people that are super competitive about playing Diplomacy or Terra Mystica. Also, I guess depends on what stakes are on the line.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing for money or
Well,
not.
I think you made a good point about there not being a competitive architecture, because like if you don't actually play against people who are like many levels better than you, you'll never get good, because you can just be like the best player at your kitchen table and think that you're awesome. It's like, well, yeah, I mean that's something, but it's not the same as like when you go and play against somebody who like really understands the game.
Your sample size isn't large enough to really like
you don't
rank yourself.
Yeah. So I mean, kitchen table magic's very much like that. When people come to tournaments for the first time, it's just like a complete shock. I'm just not drawing any lands now that I'm talking about being competitive. I will keep this, and I'm on the draw, and I'm scrying, and that card will stay. All right, let's see what happens. How bad is that? It's fairly bad. It's fairly bad. I'm gonna throw out a force pitching Ponder. What's that?
Yep.
Ponder.
Good.
You go.
Draw. Pedal?
Yes.
Fetched.
Yes.
Okay.
I go.
Wasteland, your land?
Yes.
Pass. Damn, I was really hoping you didn't draw that.
Yep.
Yes.
You have 3 left.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You know what it was? You wish me neither luck nor fun. That's exactly what happened.
I apologize for that.
Get in for 2.
What happened?
Think.
On it.
I don't know what Andy. Alright. Name that Nomad.
Which is about land card. Yep. Okay.
Pass.
Touch. Thinking. Just thinking like how much I lose if you draw more wastelands. Just. Well. I feel like I'm gonna be in rush. Alright. Just gonna. Alright, during the end step. Brainstorm. Oh, sorry, did you pass or did you just. Am I responding?
No, I was
now?
passing,
Okay, yeah, during the end step brainstorm.
but I was cutting from the.
Alright, so. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Yep, punished. As well I should be. Alright, untap. Draw. So unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Trigger.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab Batter Skull. Here you go.
Like that.
Draw. You got it. Tundra, an island, and a Stoneforge.
He's a wizard.
Ooh, do it.
You draw some hits.
Swing in for 2. Batter Skull cost 4.
5.
Oh, jeez. Okay. But you can just get him out. Waste the Tundra.
Yep.
Pass.
Brainstorm. Go ahead.
Oops.
have
A
a
lot.
special.
Yeah, no, we're good. Uh-oh.
I don't know enough about your deck. Chalice with 2.
Yep.
Bring in 2. Pass.
Alright, on to the game of Magic.
Yes. Do that.
Fetch.
Maybe I should have did one.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
That way you couldn't have pondered or brainstormed. That would have made more sense. Yep, we'll see.
Cut. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
You go.
Draw.
Oh,
Get in for 2. Pass.
End of turn. Great Stoneforge.
Right, because you got them back.
cool.
Sure. Go for it.
Germ token. Untap.
It's a 4/4, right?
He's a 4/4. Yeah. So he's a 0/0. This gives +4/+4
Mhm.
vigilance and lifelink.
Mhm.
Draw for turn.
Mistake.
4.
Yep, you're good.
You go.
Draw. Pass turn.
Attack 4.
Block. Oh no.
Not
I
bad.
definitely never.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Draw. Okay.
You go.
You want to attack me? So like a block.
Thank you.
Pass turn.
You go.
Pass turn.
2, 4, 6. Go.
Something.
I do.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Lodestone.
Hmm. Hmm. Kind of a. I'll throw a force pitching Narcomoeba at that.
Oh. Upsetting. Alright. Pass turn.
You go.
Sorry, clicked on tab. Yeah.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Go ahead.
That's turn.
Draw. Six. Here you go. Yes.
Pass turn.
Your go.
This was like
Pass.
Inception. Stoneforge Mystic.
Is it just put into play? Well, unfortunate.
Trigger.
Yep.
I probably should. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Also during the end step, activate Stoneforge.
Yep.
Put in Shugo. Untap. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Aethervial. Cephalid Illusionist.
Yeah.
Target Cephalid Illusionist. What you go? Again. Let's see here. Red return. Just need herpes. Again. Cabal Therapy, target you sacrificing Stoneforge Mystic. I'll name Dismember. Right. So this goes here, and go through the rest then. Trigger Narco.
No, it's on photo. You can't imagine they don't have that.
And
Imagine.
gonna
I mean, go right ahead. I think even the Oracle text.
Dread Return, sacrificing these three to bring back.
just copy paste that. Oh, that one's not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's the same way with like
Yeah, Zami. Tap to draw. Tap to draw.
Thank you.
Okay. Chalice at 2. Oh, so,
I locked myself out of my own deck.
yeah. My hand was, when you had Chalice at 2, I had like Cephalid Illusionist, Limduel's Vault, and Stoneforge Mystic all in hand. And I was like, it was the wrong play. Like, as soon as you did it, I was like, oh, good, that's an error. And then it was just like 2-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. I was like, it's gonna be okay, I think. But man, really looking good for now. But yeah, Jit would have been a blowout.
Yep.
If you got Jit on that, then that's actually a argument against this. Is it an argument against this deck? Because I had cast the because I had cast the Lab Man earlier. Let's see. If you got that, I mean, it would have been bad. Jit's like a nightmare against this deck.
Yeah, I would have killed that guy immediately.
Yeah. Because, well, let's see. What do you need? You need to keep. The most important thing is that you keep me from dread returning. Like, as long as I don't have enough bodies. Like, you actually, I think, need a bunch of counters on that. We'd have to think that through. I think you have to have a bunch of counters. Because if you kill him, that's actually not as relevant. Because dread return is going to bring back him anyways. I think you have to stop me from getting the bodies to actually dread return. And Narcomoeba makes that difficult. So you have to get, like...
Well, so,
bunch.
even if I have 2 tokens on this...
You want, like, 6 tokens on it.
Sure, but if you dread return...
You don't let me dread return.
But you still need to draw. Right?
Oh, in this instance, the fact that he was out is a problem. Yes, because I could... Well, no, you don't have to take care of him. Because if I mill myself, you can just kill him.
Right.
So, you don't want to kill him. You want to stop me from ever dread returning. If I dread
I
return...
don't actually think it's that good, because it doesn't kill him. You have a zombie and him in response to him murking Labman. Have a zombie to draw a card.
Exactly. So I'm saying dread return is the thing that matters.
Well, no, that's what I was...
He doesn't matter. Like, he was on board, and it was like, oh, I have to kill him, because if I get my combo, I just go to 0 cards in my library.
Yeah.
And that is, I think you actually want, like, a bunch of counters on this. Because every time I mill 3, when I hit a narco, you just kill it.
Yeah.
Well, if you activate a zombie while he's there, I can still respond and kill him, so when you draw it...
Well, I can tap him. So you target him.
Yeah.
I respond by tapping him to draw.
Oh, can you just tap anyone to
Any
draw?
wizard.
Oh, okay.
And Cephalid Illusionists are wizards, too.
Alright, never mind.
So that could get enough wizards where it gets really bad.
Yeah, never mind, you're right. Just make sure you can't.
Yeah, I think if I cast Dread Return, I think you're toast in all likelihood. Also because of the... Like, if I cast Dread Return, you're toast because of Grand Abolisher. You can't even activate it anymore.
It would be nice.
Once Dread Return happens, you're just cold.
Right.
So, I think that's the thing, is if you were able to get a bunch of counters on that. And I don't know how the game would have played out if you didn't Chalice it too, because I literally had a ton of 2-drops. But I think that card was probably better than my old deck, in all likelihood. Like, I think Jit is, like, literally better than this deck.
Yeah.
Like, you just get some counters on it, and it's like, I'm trying to win with 1/1s. Like...
Yeah.
Like, literally, just like a few counters on that thing is got to be almost insurmountable.
Yeah, I gotta tweak this a bunch.
He chaliced it too, and I was like, oh, good. No, like, that can't be right. And then I drew like Cephalid Illusionist, Stoneforge, Vault. It's like, thanks. Yeah, that'll be fun for the stream.
Just sitting there for 5 minutes.